Special WX app users, and thank you for joining me. We've got a beautiful next day or day and a half into midday Wednesday, it looks like, for western North Carolina. But then we've got an interesting system that's going to be moving through. It's called an upper level low. It's upper level disturbance that will create a little bit of havoc for us. So show you guys the current satellite picture here. You can see these cloud streets coming in. They're beautiful. That's what they're considered. And then some moisture, some higher level cirrus clouds moving in out here. You can see on the Olivet camera out here those beautiful high level clouds coming in, and that's sunset as well. But those high level clouds are coming in from the Gulf. That's what you're seeing on the satellite picture here. So let's talk a little bit about this upper level low. That's the main weather story potential for the week. But what I'm looking at regarding the potential for this, hang on one second. Okay, so what I'm looking for regarding this potential is an upper level disturbance that will move through and kind of interact with this surface low that I'll run this out. This is the most recent NAM 12KM, and you can see this this stream of moisture here that those clouds are actually associated with that I was showing you. It's this low way deep in the Gulf, and it'll travel just a zone of truncation here, where the moisture is kind of building, and there's no real strong trough or anything to kind of pull it in. But that upper level low will move through and kind of interact with it. You know, you can see kind of an easterly moving wave. This is actually a really interesting system. It tries to develop a coastal low here, and then is captured back in by this upper level low, and I'll show you the upper level charts in just a minute. But this kind of creates a comma head. I don't think the models have resolved it all. It's a really complex system where that upper level moisture really propels that moisture up to the zone where it's where the snow's made, and these storms can make their own cold air. They can produce enough precipitation on the backside to where it pulls down those temperatures in the higher atmosphere down to the surface in that higher precipitation moments, and switch over to some snow. So I'm thinking sometime Thursday morning, wherever this low develops, if it develops on the coast, there's a lot of uncertainty with this, but this backside is going to produce some snow showers somewhere in western North Carolina. Whether it's the higher elevations, I think there's a good chance that even the lower elevations will see snow showers with this. If you can see, here's Buncombe County right here. I've got my cursor on it, and those higher elevation locations are definitely seeing snowfall from this. And with the way these systems work, a lot of times, this is not your typical northwest flow snow, and having the upper level dynamics will really enhance the flows across the mountains, and I expect winds to pick up as well. A lot of models, they develop this low right here. Now, if they develop it down here, it's going to be a lot more interesting. Where this low develops, there's 2 to 3. There's 6 hours right here where if it develops a little bit earlier, it means a little bit better chance of wintry precipitation for all of western North Carolina. Now, it kind of this model shows this low really deepening and becoming a strong coastal low, dropping it down to 992 millibars from let's see, what was it at? It was at 1008 right there, and drops it down to 992. So that's like a 16 millibar drop in a couple hours, 12 hours. So that's almost saying that this thing's going to bomb out right here. Bombogenesis, which is what happened over the plains. And if that continues, I don't know. I don't know if that's a full bomb. Quick math is only 20 millibars that drops, so wouldn't be a complete bomb, but that would be a very strong storm with the winds really picking up here in western North Carolina into Friday morning. So haven't seen too much talk about this, but I think this is going to become an interesting system and one that we could talk about a little bit more. And so I'm just kind of giving you guys a little bit of an update to have you prepared. And just kind of thinking that it is feeling warm, it's feeling nice, and it will be nice again tomorrow in the mid 50s. But there's a kind of an interesting and dynamic storm that'll move in late Wednesday night into Thursday that I have my eye on, and so we're going to keep doing updates and let you know what the recent short range models shows. Short range models are getting a hold of this thing. Long range models have this backside comma head, and it shows it, but it's the with the amount of dynamics involved with this, I'm just going to rely on those short range models a little bit more, and that's why I'm just showing you the short range models, because the GFS has this on the backside. It's just not as defined, and so we'll see. Let me show you also the. I wanted to show you the 3 km. NAM, and we'll show you. I'm going to show you the upper level dynamics as well, so you can see as we run this out. It's a little bit higher resolution. That moisture really comes in per the 3 km NAM, and it's just really interesting how this stream is it's captured by this upper level load that's moving in here, and those upper level dynamics, those winds in the upper atmosphere, are just pushing this onshore. And you can see that backside is coming through. This model doesn't run out farther than around 2 a.m. on Thursday morning. That says 6Z, but that is indeed 2 a.m. And so you can see that moisture really developing in eastern Tennessee, Kentucky. Got that classic signature flow there. But with these upper level dynamics, it's most certainly going to be enhanced. So once again, got my eye on this, and going to keep you informed and keep you in the know for the next couple days. Looking forward. So thank you for joining me. Join me on Facebook in just a minute, and I'll see you then. Thanks. Bye.